It is not uncommon for men when they start with their vacuum therapy system to experience scrotal tissue being drawn into the cylinder in addition to their penis. We want to avoid that happening. So there are two ways that you can just avoid that whole unpleasant, uncomfortable experience. And the first one is just good placement of the vacuum erection device onto the body. So when I want to create the seal, remember we're going to lubricate the inside of the cylinder, lubricate the perimeter here of the cylinder to create that vacuum seal, but also lubricate the head of the penis. Once I've done that, it really is about where I position the vacuum device on the body. And as you're paying attention to it, you can even look and see. I want to make sure that my penis is on the very bottom of the device. And then I'm sort of drawing it up this way, so it's kind of nudging here against the bottom of the penis so that the scrotal tissue is all completely underneath here. So if I just place it against the body and some of the scrotal tissue is involved in that placement, it's a little too low, then when I begin to apply the vacuum, then the scrotal tissue is going to be drawn in with the penis. So it really is just making sure that the very bottom of the device, the penis is resting right there at the bottom, sort of nudged in there against the bottom of the penis, and that sometimes will help. If you're still struggling with that, I want to introduce you to what is called the Scrotal Shield. And this is available on the Tim Medical website, but this is a very simple little piece of material that I think will help alleviate some of that scrotal pull. And it's as simple as this. You can see here, it's almost operating as a dam. So if I lubricate the head of the penis, lubricate the penis, and then I apply this to the penis all the way down to the base, then once I have it on there, you can see that I've sort of kept that scrotal tissue from being able to get into the cylinder. It's not going to be able to be drawn in because the penis is going to win out and it's not going to be able to be a part of that vacuum process. So I've lubricated here, and then I've applied the cylinder and created that vacuum seal onto the body. Then the scrotal tissue stays where it needs to stay and doesn't get drawn into the device, and then it's just 100% penis being drawn in. I encourage you to practice with it. Remember, just 2 easy squeezes, taking it easy, resting, letting the blood being drawn into the penis. Keep the vacuum seal, and then a couple more squeezes. Don't rush. If you get uncomfortable, press the release button here, and kind of allow the pressure to back off a little bit, and then come back with 2 easy squeezes. If you're finding that scrotal tissue is being pulled in, then it might just mean an adjustment of the device, but this Scrotal Shield may help with that process. You may end up not needing this down the line, but at the outset, if that's something that's reoccurring frequently, don't be afraid to utilize this as a support for you.